Hey, I'm Srivatsan, the team leader for MotorCore Games, and this is our video pitch for Dare 2014 for our game The Herd. The Herd is a multiplayer racing game where players take the roles of various animals to use crazy and unique abilities and compete. Players can morph into terrestrial, aerial, or marine animals to free run through the forest, fly through the air, or swim underwater and win. Coming to the background of the game, the animal kingdom needs a team of messengers who are able to traverse through land, air, and water in the shortest time possible. For this, Mother Nature sets up a race that will determine the perfect team for the job so they can become nature's messengers.
Hello everyone, I'm Archit, game designer for The Herd. I'm in charge of level designing and balancing the game. Let's go into details. The Herd is all about racing other animals over different kind of terrains and to achieve victory. And in order to do that, you need to master this technique of morphing. Morphing allows player to transform into aerial, terrestrial or marine creatures one at a time. The players can transform into different animals at any given point of time. However, when they encounter a new terrain, they must transform into the creature according to that terrain. And they have to time it perfectly, if not they lose momentum. And why momentum is so important? Because momentum is the key in this. The more obstacles you dodge and the more smoother you run, the more momentum you build and the faster you go. The faster you go, the more chances of you winning are. With this momentum, there's another thing which comes up is the power-ups. When you build momentum, at a certain point, you'll earn a power-up. And these power-ups can be used in two different ways. Either you can use it as a boost and help yourself go faster, or you can set up a trap to kill other players' momentum. It's all about you.
Hello, I'm Dipan Paul and I'm the programmer of The Herd. Based on the requirements of our game, we thought Unity would be the most suitable engine to work on. The Herd is a multiplayer racing game using animals. Each animal will have a set of unique characteristics which will require the players to strategize the animal choosing process before each race. Each animal will have a unique melee attack which can be used to slow down opponents. Besides all these, the animals are able to free run on walls and trees, making the gameplay much more fluid and continuous. Each map will have multiple pathways to reach the end. Each path will be loaded with surprise traps which will be triggered either dynamically or be triggered by other opponents in order to slow you down. This will make the map highly randomized, increasing the replay value immensely. Lastly, we decide to launch the game on PC for the pro to play because our focus will be on making the game fun rather than experimenting with new technology. However, if we finish successfully, we will launch the game on consoles such as Xbox and PlayStation later.
Now about the level design. Since players will compete in an obstacle race and the obstacles are randomized, only the sections of land, air and water and triggerable obstacles will be predefined in a map or level. I'm also in charge of sound, so I'll be working on some fast-paced music with heavy beats to suit the jungle atmosphere and that of a racing game.
Hey guys, I'm Abhishek, the environmental artist for The Herd. My role in the team is to breathe life into the spectacular environment that's supposed to be in this game.
For The Herd, we decided to use a realistic art style simply because it will be helpful in terms of immersion when the player is playing as an animal, looking at things from their point of view. So basically, we plan to use the Unity engine to the fullest extent to generate breathtaking, mesmerizing jungle environments that the player will feel good to race in.
I'm Rishikesh Varaskar, the character artist for The Herd. I would be responsible for the character concepts and the animations.
The characters in The Herd are animals, and we have decided to make them look simple. For animations, we will focus on fluidity that fits well with the fast pace of the game. Coming on why the game is fun. This is an interactive multiplayer game. The obstacles in the levels are randomized, which will lead to high replay value and more fun. The gameplay is based on reaction time of player that makes it more intense, and it's random, so no one knows what's coming next.
For the development, we set up our milestones based on weeks. In the first 3 weeks, the designers plan to complete most of the level design and map creation, while the artists complete the 3D models and start with the animations. As for the programming, we plan to set up the networking and then implement most of the features to create a playable prototype. For the next 3 weeks, the designers will complete all the level designing and start to balance all the assets, while the artists can start to tweak all the animations of the characters. As for the programmer, most of the time will be used for bug fixing. Sound design will begin from the 4th week. The last 3 weeks are all about doing all pending works, fixing bugs and polishing the game. This development plan will ensure each person has ample time to do all the required course and will guarantee a smooth and efficient workflow.
We're MotorCore Games and we're geared up for Dare to Beat Digital 2014.